Okay, so string bending and vibrato. Hopefully you've watched the vibrato explanation video, which is the lesson before this one. Really important to watch that, so make sure that if you haven't watched it, you go back and watch it now. And let's talk about some of the practical skills we need in order to be able to do string bending and vibrato effectively. The way we practice these two at the moment is going to be the same. It's the same exercises for both skills. You can almost think of vibrato as a repeated string bend. So, first major issue most guitar players have when it comes to vibrato and string bends is they don't have the strength in their hand, in their arm, to be able to do the technique effectively. Before we do that, we should talk about the hand position for this technique. So, normally when I'm playing guitar, I'm going to have a very dry tone, so no reverb or delay, so it's going to sound a little bit boring. Our hand position is something like this. You can see the palm of my hand here is parallel to the bottom of the neck. And you can also see that my wrist is hanging underneath my guitar neck like that, with the thumb nicely on the back. When it comes to vibrato and string bends, we're going to change how we do it slightly. So hands like this, normally, you see there, my thumb has come up on the back of the neck, my wrist is out and bent, pointing away from me. I have got two fingers on the string, and I'm going to bend it like that. You can also see my hand is now physically touching the bottom of the neck. This means that I can now use my arm and pivot against the bottom of the neck and push my whole hand into the vibrato like that. What you don't want to be doing is something like this, where you're just pushing out from your fingers and now you're trying to use the strength in your fingers rather than the strength in your forearm and your hand. I'm willing to bet your forearm and your hand are going to be much stronger than your fingers. So let's use what we got. So that's some basics about how you do the technique. Let's look at some exercises to increase the strength of our ability to do these bends. Very simply, you're going to take fret 12 on the second string, bend it up, just like that. Something to watch out for, you can see that when I do that, my elbow here is in the same position. I'm not going like this, I'm not going like this with my shoulders. It's just my hand and forearm moving, rotating into it. So you're going to set a timer for 2 minutes and sit there doing that. It's going to sound really crap, but you do that 2 minutes a day for a month and that's going to give you a much stronger string bending ability. I call this exercise clown bends because it sounds like a clown playing guitar. So that's exercise 1. Exercise 2, we're going to look at our ability to pitch these bends accurately. So you're going to need a clip-on tuner like this. I find these work best. You can use the tuner on your phone, but if I use the tuner on my phone, then I can't make the video on my phone, so that ain't going to work. So get your tuner, it's either on your phone or clip-on. Now, hopefully you know that the note at fret 12 on your guitar is the note B. You can see there mine's slightly out. And what you're going to do is you're slowly going to bend the string, repeatedly picking it, watching the change in pitch on your tuner until you reach the note C, where you'll hold it at C, pick it a couple more times, making sure the tuner does not change. Then you'll bring the string back down to its rest point and we repeat. Slowly bend up, watch the tuner carefully, keep picking the string, reach the note C, make sure we're exactly on C, and then bring the string down again. Let's get a close-up of the tuner so you can see what's happening there. So we can see here, let's turn that out a little bit. Got our B note. I apologise for the video being back to front, but you can work that out. B note, fret 12 on the second string. I'm slowly picking up. You can see the pitch increasing. and overshot slightly. Reach the note C, hold it there, pick it a couple of times, bring it back down. Now we're back to B, pick it up very slowly, get up to C. Overshot. We're at C, pick it once or twice, bring it back down. Nice and simple. Turn it off. In order for this to work, you're going to need to make sure that you have what's called a chromatic tuner. If you have an automatic tuner that tunes just to the strings your guitar is tuned to, it's just going to tell you that your second string is sharp. What we want is a chromatic tuner, so we know. What a chromatic tuner is a tuner that measures every single note, not just the notes the guitar strings are tuned to. So your chromatic tuner will tell you when you reach note C and you're at the right pitch. The reason we're doing that is in order to do vibrato and string bends effectively, we need to be able to move the string, which is why we trained our bending strength. And we also need to be able to pitch the string correctly. If we can't pitch the string properly, our tunes and vibratos are going to sound really, really out of tune and sound really rubbish. And if you go to any open mic night and watch some guitar players play, that's probably why their vibratos aren't sounding too good. So the way to practice that, you're going to set a timer on your phone or your computer or whatever for 2 minutes and practice your clown bends. Then another 2 minutes and you'll practice bending to pitch. Do it in 2 different places. So we're doing 2 minutes clown bends on fret 12, 2 minutes bending to pitch from B to C. Then go to fret 5 on the second string and you'll do 2 minutes clown bends, 2 minutes pitching from E to F. And I put this in the notes in a little tab for you down below. So do that every day for about a month and you should see some massive improvements in your string bends and vibratos. And we'll look at some more exercises for this to work on other aspects of those skills soon.